At UiPath, they believe in the power of intelligent automation in insurance. Their goal is to exaggerate the potential of people in terms of what they do in their daily work routine. By combining their own technology with AI, they strive to have a world with a robot for every person. In doing so, they connect internal and external information. Their end-to-end platform enables organizations to rapidly scale digital business operations. Today, UiPath will share how they see the future of insurance, all around intelligent collaboration, bringing together AI and human. Next on stage, UiPath.
Good morning everybody, and thanks very much for having us here at Digital Insurance Agenda in Munich. My name is Chris, as you can see on the screen, and I'm the Vice President of Strategic Engagement for UiPath in EMEA. As we look towards the future of work and the working environment, there's been a lot of talk about that, of course, over the last few years, particularly with the COVID pandemic. And at UiPath, we look at the combination of robot and human working side by side. Human beings will benefit when robots take on boring and mundane tasks, and they can focus on the higher value tasks. Also, for the foreseeable future, there's going to be a requirement to train AI and machine learning models. Also, robots will carry out processes which need to be explained by a human being. And then, of course, we want human oversight on the performance and the safety of AI and ML-driven systems. However, it is true that business automation is already well underway, and it's thought that in just a few short years, by 2030, roughly 40% of all financial service and insurance activities will already be automated. Now, it's that automation that's going to create efficiencies and room for growth. The ability to access applications and data more rapidly is going to enable insurers to service their customers more quickly and therefore improve customer experience. And of course, compliance is going nowhere anytime soon. The requirements for compliance are going to become harder and more onerous. And robots are well suited to taking on repetitive tasks that need to be carried out accurately and quickly. All of this, of course, has the knock-on effect on your own employees. By taking the mundane and boring away from your own employees, you can elevate the work that they do to more interesting work, and therefore their job satisfaction increases and your own employee engagement increases. But where do you start? We all know that every enterprise customer at the moment is facing a morass of 175 or more enterprise applications. And getting the data out of these applications is what we refer to as a linkage burden. And the reason it's a burden is because it's your own people that are having to access the data, are having to get into different applications to draw data, to copy and paste, to reconcile that data, to come up with the task or the results of the task that they've been required to undertake. For 15 years, UiPath has been focused on this user interface automation. We've amassed 94 patents in document understanding, AI vision, and more. And all of this has been taking us to a point where our robots can see what's on the screen and they can read it. But more importantly, when trained in AI and machine learning techniques, they can understand what's on the screen and can therefore take action appropriate to that request. They can go into the applications, they can go into the data, and they do that in a way that a human being does it. And that's why we refer to that as human emulation. And it's human emulation that enables robots to conduct tasks across the enterprise, to operate like a human being in accessing applications, in accessing data, to pull all the data together in one place. This is why very recently, UiPath bought another company called Reinfer to take our semantic automation capabilities one step further and incorporate unstructured data. Insurance companies receive over 120,000 mid-term adjustment requests each year. And with just a little bit of setup and training, we can then use natural language processing, AI, and we can use it in real time in any language to understand what it is this unstructured data is telling you as a customer. And 42% of that process of a mid-term adjustment can be automated. That relates to taking the process time from 24 hours down to just 6 minutes. 24 hours to 6 minutes, a massive improvement in productivity. Here's another point example of productivity. This company, Aprio Health in the US, decided that they wanted to automate part of their claims process. And they've managed to increase the number of claims they process by 5 times each month. And that's using the same 4 people in that process. You can see here that we've replaced some of the more mundane tasks, the access to applications and the access to data, replaced that by the robot. But the human being is still there for the oversight, for the review, and for the approval. This company has saved, on just this one process alone, 33,000 hours of employee time, which again is a massive improvement in productivity. At the other end of the scale, however, and these figures come from Generali, at the other end of the scale, there are companies deploying a business automation platform. These are companies who are not just picking off processes one by one. They are creating a platform and an overarching process of business automation, and they're going after processes one at a time, building up a portfolio of processes that are being managed and automated. And you can see, I'm not going to read this slide to you, you'll be relieved to hear, but what I will say is that the savings that have been made over the last 2 years are incredible. But more importantly, with this business automation platform in place, Generali are going to be able to recognize greater savings going forward over the next couple of years and over the years to come. So what now? Well, first of all, we have a booth out the back here. We'd love you to come and visit our booth. We can show you more insurance demos, and we can talk you through our email solution. Tomorrow at 12:30, we'll be hosting a roundtable, and we're delighted to have Julian from Allianz join us, and our own expert Gerrit will be there to discuss with those on the roundtable. We have a QR code here for anyone that wants more information about intelligent automation in insurance, or for that matter, any more about UiPath. And these slides will be made available to you after this brief talk. That's all I wanted to say to you. Thanks very much for your attention. I hope to meet many of you over the next couple of days. Thank you.